Hello, my name is Aniket Sabharwal and this is my industry project, Credit Adjudication. What does credit adjudication mean? Credit adjudication is a process that examines and reviews the creditworthiness of an applicant. This helps the loan provider to set up a minimum standard to who they want to lend the money to. There are 6 C's that determine the creditworthiness of an applicant: capital, capacity to repay, collateral, conditions, credit history, and character of an applicant. Capital. How liquid can the applicant become in the event of repayment of loan? How many assets they have is a prime consideration. Weak liquid assets include personal use assets such as vehicles, whereas GICs and term deposits are considered to be strong liquid assets. Stocks, bonds, mutual funds, exchange traded funds are considered to be moderate liquid assets. Capacity to repay. To determine the capacity of the applicant to repay the borrowed money, lenders assess the applicant's ability to repay the debt. Usually there are two equations. First is gross debt savings ratio. GDSR is used to determine the proportion of applicants' shelter-related expenses to their income, whereas TDSR, total debt service ratio, is used to determine the proportion of applicants' income spent on the shelter-related expenses in addition with debt payments. Generally, GDSR should be 30% or below, and TDSR should be 40% or less. Collateral. A loan provider may only provide a loan if an asset is put in as a collateral. This leads to lower interest rates as there is lesser risk for the loan provider. A higher amount of loan would require a bigger asset as a collateral. Conditions. What industry does the applicant work in, as certain individuals could be involved in a higher risk job? Construction workers, stuntmen usually are open to threats. This would make the money lender less comfortable to lend the money to such individuals. Conditions such as economic conditions or conditions that could impact the liquidity of the applicant to repay the debt also play an important role in determining the credit worthiness of an applicant. Credit history. A good credit history leads to higher credit worthiness. A person who pays their bill and dues on time will have a greater credit worthiness when compared to an individual who pays their dues after the due date. Poor credit history means that there is a higher risk for the money lender to lend money. Character. Character of an individual is also an important factor which determines the creditworthiness of an individual, as it takes employment stability into consideration. A full-time working professional will have a higher creditworthiness when compared to an individual who is unemployed. Influence of creditworthiness on credit scores. A lower creditworthiness would result in a lower credit score. Less than 600 is considered to be poor, whereas a score greater than 750 is considered to be excellent. Why is credit adjudication important? This process is very important as it helps derive a score on basis of which the credit provider can estimate the level of risk for them. A lower credit worthiness of client would mean that the risk of repayment of loan is high, resulting in their poor credit score. Other benefits are easier credit reviews, easy to track credit history of the applicant, improved quality due to quicker decision making, and increased speed and efficiency. Thank you.